Hello YouTube and welcome to lesson 16 of the Autodesk Maya 2017 training series. So today we're going to create a custom UV for our cube right here. So for that I've opened up Photoshop because I want to edit my texture in Photoshop. So if you don't know Photoshop, then please do check out my crash course on Photoshop in the channel itself. So now for this, what I want to do is I'm going to go to UV and I'm going to go to UV editor. So I got the default unfolded version of my my shape right there. So in order to create a UV template, what I want to do is I want to go to polygon right here, and then I'm going to go to UV snapshot, and right there you can see that I already set my project onto the same folder. And here I can set the resolution as 2000 by 2000 because I want a bit of a high quality UV right there. So here on the UV range, I'm just going to select entire range because I want the entire range right there. The color value is okay. I don't need to change it, or you can change it to different color if you want a different colored line. And I'm going to make sure that my image format is stiff, and then I can rename to anything I want. So let's say example out UV for tutor tube. All right, and then I'm gonna press OK. And what that will create is it'll create a form right here. It created an image for me. So I'm gonna go to my Photoshop and I'm gonna import that out. So I'm gonna press open, and inside of Maya, what I want to do is I want to go into my images where it exported out the UV, and there you go, that's my file, and let's just open it out. So what it actually did is it created a template for me. So I'm gonna go to the new layer in Photoshop, and then I can apply any texture that I want. I don't have to be specific onto this. I'm just gonna write some names. Let's create something like a dice over here. All right, so I'm gonna take an elliptical tool right here, and then I'm gonna add in a stroke just like this. So I'm gonna fill this. This is gonna be a black dice. No, it's gonna be a black right there. So all right. So I'm gonna select this. I'm gonna duplicate this out. So duplicate layer. This is gonna be my second. Okay, I can't see anything, so I'm gonna change the background color of this. So I'm just going to unlock this out. Maybe change the opacity a bit so that I can see the background. All right, there you go. So I can still see the outline and the background. All right, so elliptical copy, let me just drag that out over here, and let me just duplicate this out. So duplicate layer again, so just drag this out over here, and then again duplicate these two layers, duplicate layers, press OK, and drag this out over here just like this. And then drag the just duplicate over here, duplicate the layer, press OK, and drag this out over here. So I got 3 right there. All right, I can use my arrow keys to change that a bit as well. So select this as well, duplicate layer, press OK, drag this out over here, duplicate this again, and then drag this out over here. All right, and then drag this out over here. Okay, duplicate this layer out, press OK, and this is like a dice, an unfolded dice, as you can see. So duplicate this one and shift click this one, duplicate those layers and put them out over here just like this. That's the 5. All right, select these as well, 5 of these, duplicate these layers, duplicate the layer, press OK, and drag this out to the side just like this. All right, there you go, that's my dice. So I'm just gonna select this one now, put this at the side just like this, and duplicate layer, OK, and drag this out to the side. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna create a new layer, select all of this, Control A, and press Control backspace. All right, so this is what I have right now. So I'm gonna save this as onto the source images. I want to save it, so let's go to source images. I can save it out as TIFF itself, so let me just save that out and press OK. Okay, so let me go back onto Maya, and now what I want to do is I just want to apply the texture. So just right click on this. All right, so right click on this, go to object mode. I guess my right click. Okay, so right click, go to object mode. All right, object mode, and then select assign new material. Let me just go add in a blend because I want a shiny dice right there. And in the colors, just select this out, go to file, the same process as before. But now, let it load, let it load, let it load. Loading, 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 and there you go. Let me just close this out. I guess it did export, but it exported the TIF, the outline instead of the main texture. That's because I forgot to merge the layers over here. So what I want to do is I want to flatten out the image. So flatten image right here and then export it so that it actually works. So let me just go export this out, save as. Again, I have to flatten out image, don't forget that. Texture, and then press yes, press OK. Now go back and go for UV. It's not still working because of this, so let me just export a new version of this. So let me just save this as a JPEG. That must work. Okay, it's not supporting TIFF, it's still saving the same format right there. So let me just go over here and over here. Okay, there you go, the JPEG is working. So let's press open and press 6, and it seems to be a bit off, so let me just try to arrange that out through the UV editor. Alright, so let me just go on to the dim image. So it's just a bit off over here, as you can see. So let me just select the UV right there, select all of it, and then move this on to the side just like this. Alright, there you go, that's it. Okay, and then now my dice is complete. There you go. So once you do this, you can see that you can easily create a dice. So I'm gonna have a rounded dice. Now I can add in my edge loops in order to create that. Edge loops at the side just like this, edge loop over here, edge loop at the sides just like this as well, and then edge loop at the bottom just like this. Oh, it's not the bottom, it's actually the top. So edge loop over here as well, and press 3, and I got a dice right there. Okay, there you go. That's a pretty good looking dice right there. So Shift D, I can create 2 dices just like this. Let's duplicate this out and then rotate this out just like that. So I can create as many dice as I want. So I can change the number of this. Okay, there you go. So this is how you actually use UV texture editor, manual UV texturing, in order to add in the textures to your dices. So this is not actually just limited to the dices. I can actually use it on sphere as well. So if I were to use sphere, go to automatic mapping right here, press automatic, and then go to UV editor, and you can see that there are different parts of the circle right there. You can take this into Photoshop and then add any texture in any parts that you want. So hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.